Welcome back everybody to Forza Horizon 5, and today we're dealing with another Extreme E Seasonal Championship. This is the Desert Prix 1 and 2. So yeah, we're going to be skunking around all the sand areas of this map, I assume. So yeah, should be pretty fun. And we're getting there in the Hennessy Venom F5, which is an absolutely insane vehicle in so many ways. Huge levels of power, all going rear-wheel drive. And yeah, this map is expecting me to go off-roading it. Okay then. Not exactly the vehicle I'd choose to do this, to be honest. But yeah, absolutely adore this vehicle. No, it's not the best sounding car ever. And it is a little bit tricky at the lower speeds to keep it in check, given it's not got much in the way of downforce when you're going at those lower speeds. So yeah, anything below 120, 130 or so, a little tricky to get the angle of, especially around tricky corners. Doesn't quite have the downforce that it needs, but yeah, still a superb vehicle and a definite improvement over the Venom GT in pretty much every way. So
you have arrived at your destination.
Yeah, let's see where we're going to be racing. Not gotten many more of these Extreme E vehicles since the last episode that we did on one of these championships, but yeah, we have no more ones, I don't think, actually, so yeah, whatever. But yeah, we'll go with the JBX E1. Again, it doesn't matter, considering it's only the livery that is different and not the power, the weight, or the handling. But these are fun enough to drive, get up to their top speed of about 130 fairly quickly, and I'm more than capable of doing the rough stuff on this game, so yeah, let's see what we can do. So yeah, this is the cross-country championship. I think the other one is a more dirt one. So yeah, these are less predictable courses. Still pretty fun regardless. Big jump, which this will more than deal with because it's got all that suspension travel. Pretty good to rack up points as well on these races if you don't hit anything. I was going to go for the jump, but then that guy got in the way, so I'm not going to bother. It's obviously quicker to not take the jump anyway. Yeah, we do have another electric car coming to the this game as well in the next week or two. It's a Chinese car, it's an SUV. Looks pretty impressive in terms of its power and the like. I think it can do up to 60 in about 4.5 seconds, which is pretty decent for a road car. And yeah, it'll be the first, non-hyper car from China that we've had, and only the second car that we've had from China as well after the Neo EP9, so yeah, really looking forward to that. There's a new BMW that is coming to the game as well, the M4, which again, kind of looking forward to, purely because there's more of a rip on it in terms of the way it looks, because yeah, it's one of those new BMWs that has the gopping front grills. But yeah, looking forward to both of those. Any new cars to this game is always a plus for me because I enjoy discovering them, seeing what they can do in their stock form, and obviously there's also stuff you could possibly do with other episodes on this game as well. So yeah, got the win in there by a decent margin, by more than 2 seconds, so let's get on to the second race of 6. Right, we're on the Baja cross-country circuit for this one, so lapped races, or lapped race even, so yeah, I suppose the point-to-point in the previous race, so yeah, let's see how it does here. Although it is a lapped race, as you can see, it's only the one. It's pretty lengthy, but not hugely amount. And there's me getting distracted. Yeah, you do win another one of these Extreme E vehicles by doing this championship. Then you get some Extreme E clothing for doing the other one. So yeah, that'll mean I'll have half of the 10 that are in this game. So yeah, I've either missed the others in other races or whatever. But again, there's no real difference between them outside of the liveries, so it doesn't really bother me that I don't get all of them. It's just at the end of the day really nice that they've done this one make kind of racing that we've never had before in a game, so I'm all for it. I just again wish the liveries were just in one car, so it's not taking up huge amounts of spaces in your garage or whatever. We're struggling to get into the podium positions here. Oh dear. Gone from a win to a reasonable loss. Can we get a couple of places up here? Come on! Oh, we're just jam-packed there. I'm only 4th, but at least we made up a couple of spaces there at the end. But yeah, that's a bit of a downer over the first place that we had before. So yeah, the third race is going to have everything to play for, given we've just, yeah, dropped back to 2nd place overall. So yeah, let's get on to that third and final race and see if we can claw it back. Right, so this is the third and final race in this first championship of this video. So yeah, we've got to claw it back after that 4th place finish in the previous race. We dropped back 4 points to 2nd place overall. So yeah, we're really going to make up for it. This is a proper point-to-point. No single short lap for this one. Downhill at a great deal of speed, way more than it should be normally. Normally it tops out about 131, 132. Not made for going this kind of speeds. Oh dear. But it is always fun to shoot a car down a side of a cliff at far higher rates of speed than it's normally made for. Let's judge that gap between the two there. There's also a new Horizon story coming to this game as well. Remy's Horizon story, which or racing history or whatever it is. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that as well, because Horizon stories are usually quite fun. And you get plenty of rewards out of it all as well. And there's also another BMW that is a returnee. I think it's the older M3 with the V8. So that's another one to look forward to as well, that's returning to the series. And we've also got another Australian car being added to the game after being away in the base game, with the Commodore coming back, which again is a really nice car, so looking forward to that making a return to the series. So yeah, plenty more in life in this game, because we've not even had the second expansion yet, so, and obviously the Hot Wheels one has only just come out, so there's plenty more life in this game, and I'm really not getting bored of it either at the moment, especially considering the nice variety of new vehicles being added. It's very rare that we get two cars that are similar. And judging by the next festival playlist, having, you know, an electric car from China, and then you got the latest German saloon or coupe or whatever from BMW. Really looking forward to what else they've got coming after that as well. So, because they've hinted at new things that are coming to the game, like new body kits and the like. So yeah, plenty more to come out of this game yet, but there we go, finally got the first place back, and yeah, meaning we can now move on to the second championship and see if we can win that one. Right, so these are the races we're going to be doing on this second championship. So we're up on the Volcano for one, we're at the Baja circuit by the looks of things for another, and yeah, we've got another vehicle now after winning that previous championship. We've got the Cupra XE version. Again, it's the same, it's no different, but we'll try it out regardless, see what the livery looks like when it's up against everyone else. So yeah, Let's see if we can make it a bit more consistent in this championship, because we had 2 wins last time and only one, but also we also had a 4th place position. Let's try and keep it at least in the podium. As I've said before in one of the previous videos, these aren't particularly fun to drive on tarmac. It's when you get to the dirt that they really come into their own, so luckily we don't have to wait too long for that. Been having a lot of thoughts over what the next expansion might be like, and I hope it's like a new proper realistic world like we're dealing with now, rather than the Hot Wheels Fantasyland, because as much as I enjoy that, it does tire a little bit, and you know, there isn't much in the way of exploration that you can actually do on that kind of thing. So yeah, I hope it's like a more of an expansion of something like Mexico, or moves up into California maybe, or even further south into the rest of Latin America, because that would be cool, to be honest. So yeah, God knows what they're going to do, quite frankly. But as long as it's, you know, fun and enjoyable and has more vehicles to drive, that's all that really matters. We did get several really nice vehicles out of the Hot Wheels expansion. Not just Hot Wheels vehicles themselves, but obviously we got the Hennessy Venom F5, and then we got the Brabham BT26, and the what else? Oh, the Sierra Cars vehicle, which is just absolutely insane to drive. You'll see that on, I think I've already done that on an Extreme Off-Road Silly Bill series. But yeah, plenty of really solid vehicles, although a little bit, you know, similar in regards that they're quite quick. There wasn't really any slow cars outside of maybe a couple of the Hot Wheels vehicles, so yeah, I do prefer variety, but at the end of the day I'm not going to snuff what we've got when what we got was still pretty good. And at the end of the day, I've already had plenty out of what I've bought from this game DLC wise, because obviously it wasn't just the expansions that were part of the DLC, it was also the car pass, and obviously we had, you know, like 24 cars out of that were really, really good. So yeah, but still, another 1st place position, but like we saw in the previous seasonal championship, we can go all wrong in the second one, so let's see if we can at least do a little bit better in this second race. Alright, let's see if we can, you know, make another win out of this second race, technically, you know, the 5th. But yeah, obviously in our second race in the previous championship we only came 4th, which really puts us in a precarious position for the rest of the championship. So let's see if we can do better here. Now obviously we do have more laps in this one, so it's a longer race than the second race in the previous championship. It was actually quite short, despite being looking a little bit longer than it was. Yeah, we're in the McLaren version of the Extreme E now, which isn't my favourite livery, because I don't think orange and whatever that green kind of colour is go together all that well, but it's quite frankly going to be the biggest issue with this car, quite frankly, because yeah, obviously everything else is the same. Oh, I've had some minor Blu-ray news as well, or should I say 4K Ultra HD news, because there was an issue with the 12 Monkeys release a while ago, and it's taken until now for the likes of our Video and Zavi to pull the finger out and finally send out the replacement disc. So hopefully they'll arrive soon and I can finally watch the film that I bought long ago. Yeah, it's not the first time our Video have had an issue with their 4K releases, and quite frankly I'm not expecting it to be the last time either. Luckily not quite been as much of an issue with the likes of the Argento releases, if at all an issue, because I didn't see any flaws or anything in them. But we also had issues with Donnie Darko, they've had issues obviously the 12 Monkeys, and other ones as well that I've not actually bought myself, but I've heard issues with, so bit of a shame, but hopefully they're going to pull the finger out and properly sort out their quality control. And again, we are struggling to keep up on a circuit race like this. We've got one more lap coming up to not be fourth again. Come on, draft, gaining. Give us some clean air to do the overtake. Or does that break them instead? Right, at least we're on a podium position, unlike last time. Well, I've probably just jinxed myself, as they'll probably come up and get me. Yeah, this is a fun little off-road circuit, this. It's got water, it's got big jumps. It's got really nice banked curves. It's just generally fun to compete against other cars on. We're going to have to set us as third here, by the looks of things. Can we nab a first, second place? Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, did we do it? It was close. Ah, how close was that? Come on, let's have a look. 352.516 for us, 352.482 for second place. Wow, that was incredibly close, less than 0.1 of a second in it, but regardless, less than 0.1 of a second ahead is ahead, so winning in that regard is winning. So yeah, let's get on to the 6th, technically 3rd race in this season, and yeah, season of the championship, and let's see if we can make up for that 3rd place position, which again has dropped us back to 2nd place overall like last time. So let's see if we can claw it back once again. So yeah, just remember that there's more cars than what I already stated in previously that are coming to this game in the festival playlist. We've got the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR that is coming, which is a fantastic race car from the 50s, and then we've got the Porsche 550A Spider that is coming as well, which is again another really great little racer from the 50s. So yeah, looking forward to both of those. Again, they have been in previous Forza games, so it's nothing, you know, new to the series, but it is nice to have them in regardless. Especially as it, again, just ups the variety on the game. So, yeah, really looking forward to all of those. There's 7 in total coming. Probably misremembered at least one of them, but regardless, 7 additional cars to this game that aren't currently part of it, and, you know, I think 2 of them are new to the series overall, is still really good as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, this is the Extreme Off-Road Silly Build course. Not in its entirety, because I changed the end of this race to give us more of the off-road aspect, but in essence it's the same thing. So yeah, and this I think did well on that course, but then again it was in an upgraded form, so it would inevitably be quicker on that series than on this episode. Oh dear. Bit of a harsh landing there. Oh dear, all out of shape there. Well, we're in a higher position than we were in the last race, but preferably we need first. 4 points behind, and 4 points less is rewarded for second place. So, not helpful being in second. around, gain on them. We are gaining. Let's go faster. Side by side. We got the inline racing line there. Right, so this is where it spurs off, I think. On extreme off-road silly build, yeah, around this corner. Hope we've got the checkpoint. Just too busy looking at the map. So yeah, we go around this corner on the normal extreme off-road silly builds course, and then we turn right. But here we turn left. I just wanted to shake it up a little bit, make it something of my own. Obviously there are off-road elements here, but it wasn't all that complex or all that interesting, to be honest. It's just a series of flat corners. Whereas where we take it is a lot sharper and a lot more technical. Whereas here it's a lot more simple. Obviously we don't end up on a tarmac road like we do in the extreme off-road silly boards, but it's literally 10 meters if that. So yeah, but regardless, we've got the first place finish, and that gives us the 20 points. But as you can see, if we hadn't have gotten that first place finish, we would have lost, as there's only 2 points in between it and me and second place. So yeah, definitely was everything to play for there. But regardless, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. I really do enjoy doing these extreme E-races. They're just a little bit of a chill thing to do, but also quite challenging in some regards, in the fact that it's a one-mate race. But either way, fun to do, and yeah, both give you 5 points apiece, and yeah, that means you're halfway to getting the what is it, the Porsche reimagined by Singer, I think it is. So yeah, well worth getting that car because it's a cracking vehicle, and yeah, doing these championships gets you halfway there. So yeah, nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.